Alright everyone, we're back with another review. Goji reviews, yada yada. I can't do intros consistently nor properly. I think that's just gonna be on brand. But we're gonna be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series, Transformers 1 Starscream. That sounds redundant to say, just Transformers 1 Starscream for Studio Series. Gotta be like the slickest jet mode I've seen so far, and the bot mode is pretty slick too. Although, yeah, this leaves a little bit more to be desired. This is like fantastic though. So we're gonna start with that. But there we go. Sorry, it's a little dirty. Yeah, no, because these boxes, they generally attract a lot of dust, and sometimes it just gets on my mat, which I'm gonna have to clean again. I clean this weekly too, so it gets a little annoying whenever I do these videos. But yeah, I was about to say Starship. This Tetrajet looks sick. All the angles, like the rounded bits, how everything is shaped. Everything feels seamless, even though there's like obvious feet and fists being shown. Those are super obvious, but at the same time, with the fists, you can kind of tell, obviously. With the feet, you kind of have to really look. And yeah, no, everything's pretty damn good with this jet. Can do all that. Yeah. Can I slide across this mat? The figure already tracked dirt. God damn it. I'm gonna have to clean this again. Let me just. Okay. Oh, off camera, I left a little scratch doing that. So, ripperoni. Let me check if this thing is compatible with blast effects. I actually don't know. We're gonna check that out real quick. Alright, yeah, let's check it out real quick. Let's start with the thrusters at the feet. Can you actually plug these in? And oh, wait. Can I finagle it in a way? Yes, I can. I can finagle it in a way. Technically, yeah, they can fit. Gotta finagle a little bit. What about the front? Or realistically, what about this little bit? Okay, it can, though that's not a booster. What about these bits right here? They can. Oh, that's pretty sick. Okay. So, I don't think they're intended, but, they fit. Wait, hold on. Alright, very obvious phallic joke incoming real quick. Perfect. That looks so wrong. But they are technically blast effect compatible. Oh dear god, the imagery is wild. If you're curious, loose connections, but yeah, they're blast effect compatible. That's good to know. So while we're here, I just knocked something over. We're gonna do a little bit of jet mode comparisons. Alrighty, we have Screamer number 1. Yeah, that's tiny. And then Screamer number 2, probably the most badass looking jet mode. But yeah, still kind of tiny. And then here we have the kind of closest looking one. Though this is unfair because this thing is massive. They made use of all the pieces. They made it big, chunky, and still able to fly. I think this pulled from this, because this came out earlier, so that's my guess. This looks a lot better than this. However, this one just has a lot of brownie points with me. I mean, it's big and all that, you know, whoosh. And then this guy's like, my hand is like bigger than it, or it's just as big. Hold on. Yeah, about. Maybe a little kid can hold this, so maybe that's why. And this is just like a little bit too chunky. That's probably the logic. But yeah, besides that, not much I can do. Still a good figure. Still a good figure. Yeet. Without further ado, though, let us get to the transformation sequence. This guy was surprisingly complex, is what I'm gonna say. Oh, that's on my phone. I thought there was like a little speck right here. It turned out that's on my phone screen. Okay, now let's get the transformation.
I'll lead us home, yeah, I'll lead us. Let's go.
And here we got Starscream in bot mode. I missed the step where you're supposed to remove these, but I guess you could do it without doing that. And I might have fumbled a couple times because this one pops off quite a bit. But, yeah. You're going to see right away what I mean by this figure leaves a lot more to be desired. Well, you can really kind of tell, because I think it's obvious. The wrists, there's no articulation for the wrists at all. And then there's no ankle tilt. And then one that I personally am like the least inclined to like. Oh, what am I? English. I just don't like it. It's this little contraption is just yeah. I don't like how it's done. So if I recall correctly, you're supposed to connect something together. I think, yeah. Oh yeah, it's right here. I tried to connect it to the bottom. Why? You see how this would make sense to kind of fill it out, be an arm cannon. You see how that would kind of make sense, but nope. It's just that. This looks whack. And then he just goes. He's got a gun like where's the blue one? Yeah, no, this does not look impressive at all. Not even the null rays are that impressive. Granted, the null rays are at the very least accurate. They're supposed to be that minuscule, and at least with the cone bit, even though it's gonna make his back just ginormous, you can at least store it right here. You can at least store it and then just kind of hope you never see it. But yeah, no, I'm just gonna keep it like that. And then you can have him do his scene, do his part of the movie, where he, yeah, you can move these back and then just have him aim his, bit of the English, null rays. And then the one scene where he screams, "All hail Megatron," and just fires away. Which, actually, speaking of, Now that we're in bot mode, let me find the proper blast effects that would fit with this. Or at least close to it. Thank you, Deathsaurus. And, yeah, you could do something like that. He screams, "All hail Megatron," just fires away. You know, all that. Ignore my cringy laser sounds. But, yeah. Details are honestly pretty good, despite the kind of off-white. From what I understand, I think this is also accurate. And to be fair, Bumblebee movie Starscream does something similar. But let's readjust the wings and oh my god, I just noticed that. Oh, that's nasty. That's oh, did that break? Oh, that broke at some point and just got shaved off. Yeah, I'm just gonna yeah, that's unfortunate. Did not expect that to break. I'm gonna fix that real quick. Well, I got rid of the little blemish, but yeah, that is unfortunate. That is, that's rough. Okay. Well, it's not like a major connecting tab, because I think that might have been broken during the transformation. Or not during transformation, like before. So yeah, that's unfortunate that that is like broken, but I'm not gonna dock it. Because it's not like, oh, it's a joint broken, it's just a little tab or a slot. But yeah, also, I like how they painted his eyes. Like, you kind of got that menacing red, although it looks a little dead in certain angles. When you catch it in the light, it looks really nice. Reds, blues, tans, everything looks nice. A little, not the nose, I guess the nose cone. Yeah. Yeah. Also, no waist articulation, because most Starscream designs, you can't really get away with that. Speaking of articulation, ball-jointed head, ball-jointed shoulders, allowing for a little bit of a butterfly. You move the wings, you can not untap that and do a 360. You have elbow rotation, not bicep. Yeah, you have everything at the elbow, and then a little bit over 90 degrees for the elbow. Obviously, as I said, nothing at the waist. However, you do get thigh rotation, legs kick that far, back yay far, which is pretty cool. You can above 90 degree bend is a single jointed knee, and that's it. Of course, the wings can be angled and everything. Yeah, that's like mighty unfortunate. You know, also that keeps on tapping. That keeps on tapping because I keep knocking it out. Okay, I think just for the sake of this, I'm just gonna give him the puny handgun. Yeah, like this thing is just pathetic. This thing is honestly pathetic, but yeah. English. I can't do it. Alright. But at least because everything's sculpted at an angle, so you could kind of have him standing in a pose or whatever. But yeah, let's do a little bit of size comparisons. And to kick things off, we're gonna do with Megatron and Sentinel Prime. Yeah, no, I just chose random. I just really chose random for that. Here he is with Bumblebee movie Starscream. And you can tell just how humongous Bumblebee movie Starscream is compared to Transformers 1. Like, the chunk is night and day. Granted, realistic CGI, animated movie. Yeah. And then last but most definitely not least, Virgin Starscream versus Giga Chad Starscream. I don't know why. I just thought of that right now. But yeah, Cybertron Starscream. And then Transformers 1 Starscream. You see the comparison. You see which one is obviously the favorite, because one of them I put effort into kind of just giving him random accessories. And yeah, this is still my favorite figure so far out of 2024. I don't think I've ever done a video where I say, oh, here's my top 10 figures or something. That feels kind of, I don't know, it feels kind of eh. I might do one for 2025. I might just do one of so far overall for maybe just for Autobots and Decepticons, because I have so many of each. I might do it like that just to keep things, at least try to keep things interesting. Yeah. Alright, you guys, so that is gonna be it for today's video. Yeah, I tried to get him into a good flying pose. Hopefully it works out. But yeah, I'm hoping you guys enjoyed, despite how I kind of fumbled in some areas. But yeah, if you like English, if you like what I post, like what I make, whatever, whatever the correct terminology is, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I know there's a good chance you probably hate hearing that, and that's why A, I'm saving it to the end of the video, and B, I'm just prefacing this to you now. It's just the usual YouTuber jargon that we just gotta say in order for our videos to kind of get anywhere. And that's just the truth of it. And yeah, if y'all enjoyed, let me know in the comments down below. If I did something wrong with the figure, like the little breakage, if you are able to spot where it broke, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll figure that out. I'll live with it, but it's because it's not a big breakage or anything like that. All right, next video should be how do I say this? I'm not gonna reveal the figure, but it should be, I think it's called a Star Raider. Yeah, it's one of the Star Raider figures that I found at a Ross. You'll see who it is. Yeah. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.